I can't believe I wasted my money on this. This video is probably going to be all over the place and probably will be really funny for some of you, so get your popcorn ready. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new, if that's the case, and please subscribe. So a lot of you guys know I'm an acrobat. I've mentioned it multiple times on my channel. Like, if you've been watching me for a while, you will know that I'm an acrobat, so that's that. Being a dancer, acrobat, you tend to go to workshops. It's like, workshops are supposed to be something where you go and you are sometimes taught new things or you're helped in ways where it'll benefit for you. Not like this one that I just went to on Saturday, July 20th. If I remember the name of the workshop, I will put it on the screen here, but as of right now, I don't remember, so we're not going to be saying the name. So this video is going to be, as you can tell by the title, a rant about that workshop because I don't want to say it was bad, but it was honestly one of the worst experiences of my life. A lot of you guys probably think that I'm over-exaggerating when that was actually so, like, wrong in so many different ways that a lot of you guys probably won't really understand because you're not really acrobats, or dancers, I guess. I don't really know. Like, okay, this might sound really mean, but I promise I'm not trying to be. I'm just like really, I get like, whenever I talk about this topic, I get really heated about it. So yeah, there's that. So I have a list on my phone of things that I want to talk about here and just mention because they were just like everything about that workshop to me and at least other people were completely wrong. I went with one of my friends from dance. If she wants to be like her name in the video, I'll put it on the screen here again, but if not, then I won't say her name. This workshop was from 9 to 6, so 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It was, I think, 9 hours of a workshop, like, but there was like an hour break, so probably 8 hours, which was like still pretty long. There was 2 parts to it, a contortion part and then a hand balancing part. They were both with 2 different teachers. The contortion teacher is with Cirque du Soleil, and the hand balancer is just one of the really good hand balancer known like around the world. So they, I guess, partnered up together to create this workshop for dancers and acrobats and people who want to learn more about the variety, like dance style, to come in and learn some more about what it's like and learn some new tricks, but that's not what happened. So first off, the price that this workshop cost was absolutely through the roof. It was insane. It was way overpriced, and for what we did at that workshop, it was not worth it. I would not recommend going to it. It was, like I said, one of the worst experiences of my life and a complete waste of money. We were also told to bring so much stuff to this workshop, like a skipping rope, blocks, like 2 blocks, a yoga mat, handstand blocks if you have them, and or rods. We only used the yoga mat and the skipping rope for a purpose that a skipping rope isn't even supposed to be used for. For the purpose that we use that skipping rope for, you should have asked us to bring a stretching band because it would have been a lot more helpful than what you were having us use skipping rope for. That was just ridiculous. So the warm-up, I was expecting it to be like a good like 30 minutes to an hour of a good nice warm-up, but it wasn't. It was just you lay on the ground, you do some ab regressions, V-snaps, some open leg V-snaps, side crunches, and then you lay on your stomach and you lift yourself up using your back, and then some like downward dogs, slide through to plank and then back up. That's what our warm-up was, and it was about 10 each of those, which wasn't really a warm-up. It was like, hey, whatever, like you warmed up your muscles, but it definitely didn't warm up for the contortion part because me and my friend and this other girl, we were doing the contortion part first, and then the handstand was going to be in the second half. So we thought that we would warm up our whole body for the contortion part, but that's not what happened. Yes, we did warm up our legs for a good hour, hour and a half. We were doing all these stretches, and the instructor that was teaching this section was telling us, or at least this is what I at least remember, what my friend remembers, she told us that the most important part about contortionists and being contorty is to stretch your legs. Once you stretch your legs, you're good. You can fold in half, do whatever. That is not the case whatsoever. We did all these leg exercises, and then she was like, okay, going into contortion now. And we all just look at each other, we're like, okay, like, but we're gonna stretch still. We started doing like a couple back bends, like twisting up into back bends and then twisting back down. And something about me is I'm flexible in my middle and lower back, not my upper back. Well, I am, but not as much as my lower back. Like, my body just naturally folds down there. But she was telling me that it was completely wrong and I shouldn't be folding that way because it was so incorrect when my body naturally just doesn't bend that way. So when I would be in a backbend, bridge, whatever you want to call it, she would come over and adjust me and move me to my upper back, like folding there. But that was painful. But I'm the kind of person that whenever I'm in pain, I don't show it, which is probably a bad thing, but whatever. So she would put me in this position and it would hurt really bad because I'm not meant to be pushed that way. But I wouldn't say anything about it because I didn't like want to look, I guess, that bad. So I just kind of went with it. I was like, whatever, like I'll be fine. Like we'll warm up our backs more. And then she starts going into like chickens. If you don't know what chicken is, it's going to a bridge, grab your ankles, and you stretch your legs. We call it chicken. Some people call it ankle hold. Different moves have different names. But we were doing that. And we didn't warm our backs. Like we just started doing contortion, like back contortion, without even warming up, which increases the risk for getting a back injury like I have done in the past. If you guys don't know, I have gotten spondylolysis in my spine. One of the scariest moments of my life. Doing this workshop, all I could think about was in my head was injuring my back again, so I was terrified through that entire contortion section. While we were stretching, we did stretch our shoulders a couple times, like in some new ways, and those exercises were good. Like I am going to keep doing those, but they were really unnecessary. Like for what we were doing, we should have been stretching our backs, yes, our shoulders and our legs, but not as much as we did. While she was teaching us, whenever we did something wrong, she would look at us and say, that was terrible, like do it again, make it better, like fix it, like yeah, she would tell us how we can improve. But if we did something really bad, she was just like, that was terrible, like that sucked. Going to a workshop, that's not something you want to hear. I understand that she was in Cirque du Soleil and she was pushed hard and she was told all this stuff, but doesn't mean that she has to throw it on us like that, because that's really discouraging for us, and being that we want to pursue what we're doing now into the future. But with her telling us that really just kind of knocks you off your stool a little bit. Halfway through that contortion class, I wanted to get up and say something so bad, but I didn't, because I didn't want to be that person that would get in trouble, or I didn't want to open my mouth. I don't know, like I have reasons as to why I didn't, but I honestly regret not doing that because it might have helped us a little bit. She made my friend sit out for some of the time at the workshop because she wasn't flexible enough in her shoulders. She's a gymnast and her shoulders aren't as flexible as like mine or the other girls. She's like, your shoulders aren't flexible enough, I'm gonna have you sit out for this entire time, which is wrong. If she's not flexible enough, at least let her try rather than telling her to sit out and not try at all, because that's not what we're here to do. We are here to learn new skills and for you to help us as to why we can't do them, not for you to have us sit down and just watch. That's not what a workshop is. And there were teachers around the classes like watching us, and we were pretty much used as the demonstrators to show the teachers what to do and how to teach their kids that they're going to be teaching, which in my opinion is completely wrong. Then we have our hour break. Like that was really nice, and have a break and just talk and just get to like know other people. Then for the second half, the 3 people in my group were going to the handstand part. I was like, great, like this is mainly why I'm here, because I love handstands. I definitely want to improve them, and coming off my wrist injury, I definitely want to strengthen them and get better at them. Warmup was the exact same, the ab workouts and like stuff like that, which was honestly like kind of fine for the handstand thing, the handstand part I guess, but still wasn't really a good warm-up. We started doing handstands. We started off with stacks, but we never actually went into different variations and positions to do with our legs in the handstands, because if you didn't know, there are many ways that you can put your body in positions in a handstand, and we only did straight up stack and middle split, which in my opinion, if we're going to a contortion hand balancing workshop, we should maybe do a little bit of contortion handstands, but whatever, like my handstand strengthened I guess a little bit. While we were doing that, there were the teacher that was teaching us, whenever we said something, he would automatically have a story time for it, and he would spend like a good 10-15 minutes telling all the teachers around us that story and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, well, we're here to learn stuff, not for you to tell us a bunch of story times about your life. Like, I'm sorry, but can you please continue with the handstands? And then there was a part where we were going over like a little bit of partner tricks I guess in the handstand things, and he was using me as a demonstrator. Laying on my stomach, my hands were like here, and he was like, hey, now push up. One thing about me is I cannot do a straight push-up just from laying on the ground pushing up. I haven't been able to do that for a long time. I can't do that. So he's like, hey, push up, and I was like, I can't do push-up, like I can't do that. And he just looks around, and all the teachers in the room just start laughing at me. They were all like, you're a contortionist, you're a hand balancer, you should be able to do push-ups. And I'm like, I am sorry that I don't train push-ups every day, that I don't work on them to be able to do as many push-ups as you can every single day. I thrive to be a hand balancer and a contortionist, not somebody who can do push-ups whenever they're asked. Having all those teachers laugh at me definitely hurt a lot. I wanted to get up and just leave, but I didn't because it's just like, it's wrong to do that. I let it go and I dealt with it. That's definitely something that teachers should never do to a student. That's just wrong on so many levels. Like, I can think of a million different things that can do to a student that would hurt them in wanting to progress in this career. Then we had a 15-minute break here before we went into the partner work. We didn't warm up anything. The lifts were like level 2 lifts, level 2, 3 lifts. I would do like a scale on the ground, like my hands on the ground and one leg scaled up in the air. And somebody would do like a handstand, I guess, on top of me holding onto my leg. That's not very hard to do at all. And then the other one was somebody did like a knee back bend, I guess, on their head and then held up their hands, and the other person did the handstand with their foot in their hands. That's not really a lift. And the third lift was me doing a knee back bend, but like not even a proper knee back bend, like a fake knee back bend. And then my friend did a cartwheel over my freaking shoulders, and she was spotted while doing it. It's so sad how they think that we're not capable enough when a lot of people in that room, and I mean a lot of people, in the beginning when my friend and I first walked in, they were like, hey, did you used to dance with this girl and you were in like the galaxy costume dance? We were all like, yeah. We're like, wow, you're like amazing, like your stuff is incredible, I don't know how you guys do that, like you should have fun at this workshop. It's not even close to what happened. We had absolutely no fun, and we were expecting to actually learn something and improve on some skills and actually learn some new partner lists, but that's not even close to what happened. This was almost taking us back to the beginners, like learning acro. And the contortion teacher said, you know what, at these workshops we normally get beginners that don't know what they're doing. And it's like, for one, you just treated us like we were beginners and we had no idea what we were doing. The stuff that you were having us do is what we teach, like level 1 and 2s in acrobats, like the level 1, 2s and 3s in acrobats. It's absolutely insane how they treated us and how rude the contortionist teacher was to us. Like, that's unacceptable and nobody should be treated that way. If you wanted to go to a workshop to learn something and make new friends or whatever, this is not the workshop for you. It was completely horrible. I don't recommend it. If you wanted to get yelled at and told that you were a terrible acrobat, go to this one, because this one will definitely do that to you. I just can't wrap my head around how mean they were to us, being that we're only 15, 16 years old. Like, that doesn't make any sense. My friend and I are extremely sore after that workshop. It has now been filming this 3 days after that workshop, and I am still extremely sore. It hurts to do like anything. Literally gonna die at dance tomorrow on Wednesday. I have never been so sore in my life, and this isn't even a good sore feeling. It's the kind of feeling that literally makes you want to like jump off a bridge. You should never be this sore ever. You'd want to be sore to the point where like it's a good sore, like you know you worked hard, not a sore where you know that it's bad for you. Everything hurts, like everything on me hurts, especially my back, being that we didn't warm up properly. I'm extremely painful there. I can barely arch my back, like it hurts. It hurts like a... This is just like the last workshop I went to. Absolutely terrible. Learned absolutely nothing. Probably would have been better off teaching the darn class myself. Being told that you are a terrible acrobat when you've been working at it for so many years since you were a kid, and then going to this and being told that you're absolutely terrible, that's hard to hear. For some people it might not affect them. They might be like, no, like I'm amazing, like I don't need to listen to this person. But some people, including myself, sadly take it personally and sometimes believe it. I hope nobody ever has to deal with this contortion teacher again, because she was so rude and disrespectful to us, and it just doesn't make any sense as to why. So that's maybe even part 1 about this rant. I don't know, like I have so much more that I can say about this, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to keep this video slightly short. But yes, this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me cry. Leave me other video suggestions down below in the comments, because I would love to hear your feedback, and leave me your thoughts on what I just told you, if you think that what happened at this workshop is okay, and if you would even go to this workshop, or if you agree with me and think it wasn't okay and if you wouldn't go to this workshop, because I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this. I will try to reply to all of your guys' comments if I can. Please share this video, because a lot of people should know about this. I don't really know, like maybe they should, because if you're ever treated like this, it is absolutely wrong in so many different ways, and it's just wrong. That's all I need to say. Yeah, if you're an acrobat or a dancer and somebody tells you that you're terrible, don't believe them, because you are absolutely amazing. You can do incredible things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Peace.